Assalamu alaikum. Today our fish specimen is chana murulus. Its scientific name is chana murulus, and commonly it is called as snake-headed fish because the head of the fish looks like a snake. That is why it is commonly called as snake-head fish. I am using this specimen today for my practical work. I want to dissect its head so that I can remove its brain with the help of my scissor and other equipment related to my dissection procedure. The head of the fish is bony and flat in structure and is highly ossified, so I use sharp and pointed scissor and a pointed forceps to remove its flap and the tissue slowly without damaging the brain. The brain of the fish, like all vertebrate brain, is situated at the anterior end of the spinal cord and has several different parts like olfactory lobe. It is one pair and is present anterior in position, and the second part is cerebrum, the second part, or it is also called as telencephalon, and the second part and is connected with the optic lobe, and this cerebrum is the larger part of the brain, and the third part is optic lobe, and this optic lobe is connected with the cerebellum also known as the little brain of the body, and posteriorly and anterior it is connected with the cerebrum. The last part is myelencephalon. It is the posterior part of the brain which goes towards the abdomen through the spinal cord. The nervous system of chana murulus comprises of central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, and sympathetic nervous system, as we have already studied in the earlier classes. And the central nervous system includes the brain and the spinal cord, and here this brain and spinal cord is well developed in case of fishes, and in case of chana murulus too, it is highly well developed. On removing the brain case or cranium, the brain is well developed and remain covered with the good amount of adipose tissue. I have removed this adipose tissue with the help of my scissor and with the help of my sharp and pointed forceps. The olfactory lobes and cerebral hemispheres are distinct and are well marked. Olfactory lobes occupy the anterior part of the telencephalon. Remarkably, the large cerebral hemispheres are characterized by two convolutions, eye depressions, in each sphere. The dorsal convolutions are a little bit larger than that of the anterior lateral one. The large oval inferior lobes are located at the ventral aspect of diencephalon. The lobes encircle the infundibulum, which at its apex bears the pituitary gland, the master gland. On the basis of the presence of this stalk or infundibulum, pituitary glands are of two types. One is leptobasic and another is palatobasic. Medulla oblongata is characterized by large paired humps over the dorsal part. It bears 10 pairs of cranial nerves are present. Olfactory, optic, oculomotor.